This is WRO TV YouTube channel. Today is February 28, 2023. I am presenting my usual public speech part number 124 on the topic of a call to reform Arsa Rohingya Union. Serial B. I am Muhyiddin Muhammad Yusuf, the President of World Rohingya Organization based in USA. I welcome all of you who are watching this video. What I am presenting here is based on the right of freedom of speech. My beloved and respectable leaders of the Arsa Rohingya Union and the Rohingya community leaders worldwide, I come before you today with a heavy heart, for it has come to my attention that in constitutions, the charter have been violated by some of our own ERU leaders and activists. As an institution, ERU was built on the foundation of integrity and fairness. This is unacceptable and deeply troubling. It is imperative that we take immediate action to restore the trust and the confidence of the members of the ERU and the wider community leaders and the whole Rohingya masses. As leaders of the greatest institution ERU, it is our responsibility to ensure that we uphold the values and principles upon which ERU was founded with the help and assistance of the OIC and European EOB, Dr. Han Yong-she, and the Secretariat of the Organization of Islamic Cooperatives. We must acknowledge the harm that has been done and committed in making things worse should be corrected. This means implementing reforms and reorganization will ensure do not happen again in the future. We must review our charter and the constitution of ERU, identify areas that need improvement, and put in place measures that prevent future violations of the constitutions and the charter of ERU. We must hold those responsible for those violated are accountable for their actions. My dear friends, no one is above the law, and we must demonstrate that we are committed to upholding the highest standards of conduct. No one, either Director General or subordinate or the Congress or the coordinators, council, any members, anyone, they are all respectful members of ERU. Nobody can treat it single-handed as his organization. Everyone must follow the rules, and then we can go forward for the benefit of the Rohingya people. As an example of the members of ERU, again I want to say, no one is above the law. The rule, regulations and laws, constitution and charter of the ERU must be maintained strictly. To achieve these goals, we must come together as a community, leaders, and work collaboratively to chart a new course for the Arsa Rohingya Union ARU. We must engage in constructive dialogue, listen to the concerns of the members, the other leaders, activists, and the Rohingya organization leaders worldwide. We must have to understand what is their opinions, and we have to follow up who founded Arsa Rohingya Union in the year 2011 in OIC headquarters in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, because we have to make decisions that are the best interests of the ARU as a whole and beneficial to the entire Rohingya community who are suffering the worst and victims of genocides. I am confident, being non-member of ARU, but as a member of the Rohingya community and one of the member of the senior leadership of the Rohingyas. As a president of World Rohingya Organization, I want to assure you that we can overcome this challenge and emerge stronger as a result. Let us remain committed to the ideals of honesty, fairness, transparency, and let us work tirelessly to restore the trust and confidence of all who believe in the ARU and who regard ARU as the Rohingya community representative leadership formed with the consent, consultation and support of the OIC and EBO. In addition to the reforms and reorganization that I have just outlined in my talk, I believe that we must also take steps to reorganize and reform ARU leadership to ensure that we have qualified community representative leaders and activists who are committed to upholding the principles and the values of our great institutions, Arsa Rohingya Union ARU. To achieve this kind of changes, we must seek the guidance and consent of the Organization of Islamic Cooperative OIC, who played a crucial role in the formation of the Arsa Rohingya Union back in May 2011. Support and guidance will be very valuable as we work to strengthen our leadership and restore the trust of our members in the wider Rohingya community scattered all over the world, in Bangladesh refugee camps, in Arakan, Burma, in other places of the world, those Rohingyas in diaspora. We must identify individuals with the necessary qualifications and experience to serve in leadership of ARU now. We must ensure that these individuals are committed to upholding the principles and the values of our institutions ARU, and that they have the support of the community and the members of the ARU and those who are representing ARU. All 63 organizations formed in 2013, we have to consult with them and make them available in need of our reformation and reorganization. This process, and through this process, we will ensure that ARU is led by individuals who have the necessary expertise, experience, and commitment to drive our institution ARU forward, and we will ensure that our leaders are accountable to the Rohingya community as a whole, wherever they are now living. They must serve that they are committed to the transparency and accountability of the funds and management. This will not be an easy process, as I know. You will say it is very hard, but there will be challenges along the way. But we cannot sit idly when the people all over the world, the Rohingya communities, are showing reaction based on the recent debate and talk show between Dr. Tahir from United Kingdom and the acting DG, Mr. Reza Uddin. A lot of things are going on. General masses of the Rohingya people are expressing their opinions and views and demanding ARU leadership, particularly the ARU acting DG, Mr. Rizauddin, to help, to reform, to reorganize, to establish rule of law in ARU. So this is the best time that we realize our mistake of the past and we create a new future with new vision. I am confident, even though it is not easy, we can rise to this challenge and emerge stronger as a result. We have to think that we owe to the members and the Rohingya community worldwide to ensure that ARU remains an institution of the integrity and excellence, and we must do everything in our power. Together, let us work to rebuild the Rohingya Union and ensure that it remains a shining example of what can be achieved through hard work and dedication and commitment to a shared vision of the Rohingya people to pave the way of creating a stable, peaceful society in Arkan and Burma. At this critical condition of the Rohingya people, we cannot use ARU blaming game. We have some mistakes. We have differences of the opinion. We have done a lot of mistakes. But if we blame each other now and fight each other, we cannot do anything, because ARU is the only platform that we have that we can unite under its platform. Each and everybody among us, we know that we have mushrooming organizations to show the world. If we count, we have more than 350 organizations in diaspora, but there are no genuine, real political organizations. We have only one platform that has been recognized by 57 Muslim countries of the OIC, and ARU is also known to the State Department of USA, in European countries, and many more NGOs. That's why the only legal system and the organization known to the world to represent Rohingya people in the international political arena and to talk on behalf of the Rohingya people in international field, the ARU is the best. So, please come forward everybody with sincerity, having firm faith in Almighty Allah, with an unshakable faith of the fraternity and brotherhood, that we all belong to one community. We are one people, Rohingya people, and we are from the same soil of Arakan state. We all are the same, that we have to work together. Human mistakes and misunderstanding happens, but we have to overcome these hurdles and obstacles, because we need to fight for the survival of the Rohingyas. We have to challenge and face confrontation of the force enemies of the Rohingya people, and particularly the brutal Myanmar military junta-led Myanmar Online forces, who are determined, which has well intent to destroy the entire Rohingya people and push them out of the country so that they cannot come back. So we have enemies outside of the country, inside the country, and also among our own people. We must be very careful on this matter. I would like to tell everybody that don't go after Arka Rohingya Salvation Army, because this is suicidal and harmful to entire Rohingya nations. Let them do what they are doing, but trying to wipe out Arsa is not wise. They are fighting for the defense of the Rohingya people. They are not criminal, they are not miscreants, they are not terrorists. They are freedom fighters of the Rohingya people working under the banner of Arka Rohingya Salvation Army, Arsa, under the active guidance of the Ataullah Abu Ammar Jaluni, who has been active in the jungles of Arakan and Burma for the last 7 years. If we fight each other, our strength will be lessened. We will not go forward. The Burmese government, its agents and collaborators have created a situation that we freedom fighters and the Rohingyas become enemy to each other. That's why we must be very careful and cautious not to become the instrumental of the Burmese military government and those the enemies of the Rohingya people. It is very important that we sit together. We have to find out a way out, how to go forward, how to defend our rights, how to defend our sisters and mothers, how to restore our rights, how to make repatriation smooth and successful. That is very important. Burma is not ready. Myanmar is not ready. Rakhines are not ready to give us our share of power, resources, and the rights. That's why it is time that we consider very, very cold-minded to fight together, to become together. We have to forge unity and solidarity among us, and we have to use the platform of our Rohingya Union for our future. It is very important. ARUs belong to the Rohingya people. ARUs not belong to a single family. ARU is not formed with the intention of any family members or a group of people. ARU was formed with 25 organizations representatives in 2011, and it was reformed and it was reorganized in 2013 with 63 organizations. So how it is possible that a single man in the name of temporary DG of 1 year can dominate it? I want to request our 1 year term temporary DG, Mr. Rezauddin, who has formed a unit or committee like with 15 members to study the charter and constitutions of the Arka Rohingya Union, and as it says, it was formed to seek a political solution of the Rohingya people, inviting all activists and Rohingya leaders and organizations to be together in coordinated way to find a political solution to represent Rohingya interests and Rohingya people. That's why it cannot be used only by one man show or as a family organization. ARU belong to Rohingya people, so it must be returned to the Rohingya people. It is based on the mandate of the Rohingya people that ARU become the representative Rohingya leadership institution in the future. In my next press speech, I will explain more. I stop here. Thank you very much for listening and understanding. Your brother and colleague and comrade in the struggle for the survival of the Rohingya people, Muhyiddin Muhammad Yusuf, the president of World Rohingya Organization based in America. Thank you.